Ball down the left-hand side from Cavell for Dixon, who, of course, as is tradition, is offside, and that is the final whistle here at Home Park. It finishes Plymouth Argyle women 7, Maidstone United's proud women 0. Kept it to a reasonable scoreline, to be honest, with a number of chances, the frequency that Plymouth Argyle came through on the Stones this afternoon. They were absolutely worth their 7-0 lead. Cannot begrudge them that. The Stones probably only disappointed not to get on the score sheet, but knowing they very rarely had that many chances, that many opportunities to break and do anything of note in front of goal. The real moment was Kelsey Wilkinson breaking and getting a couple of decisions go her way, let's say, to allow her to get the corner that Niamh Platt had a chance from. Wilkinson had a couple of runs late on to get her in on goal, or near towards the goal, I should say, to be honest. It's been a brilliant afternoon here at Plymouth, and all the Maidstone United players getting themselves a well-earned round of applause from both sides, from Maidstone and Plymouth fans alike. Decent crowd in here this afternoon to see this match through. So everybody associated with Maidstone United very proud. You could see them down there all celebrating. It should be a lively coach journey home this evening, one that we are all looking forward to taking. So it's the skipper Papianu that got the proceedings underway for Plymouth this afternoon. Ella Stevens, who's been awarded the player of the match for Plymouth, scored 2 goals of her own, as did Ellie Noble, as did Charlotte Whitmore. 3 braces for Argyle, who are back here in a week's time. They have a midweek fixture against Exeter as well. The Stones in 7 days' time will be against Betts-Hanger, will be their opponent in the league in 7 days' time. The Stones back at home. We look forward to being on Stones TV with you and bringing you comprehensive highlights of that in the moments and hours and days after that match, as Tilly Rousell spinning around, not knowing what to do with the flag that her mother, Jo Rousell. Quick shout out to her. Brilliant work in getting all of the family and friends messages over to me. I've had an absolute pleasure in tweeting out on behalf of Maidstone women's side this morning. I didn't need any beauty sleep. I just got on with tweeting out all of that lot, to be fair. It's been an absolute privilege to follow this bunch of warrior women for just a little over a year now. This group have a lot of connections outside of Maidstone, be it Haringey Borough, be it at Dartford, be it elsewhere in the game of women's football. But they have done our town and the sport of women's football huge proud, and they are there in their huddle at the moment, having a moment, applauding each other. Really do deserve their moment, I would say, in the sun, but at least if there is a grace, then certainly the one on the bench, of course, O'Neill. But if there is a grace, then the Stones have their moment in some sort of sun, as it has faded, not really been too present since we got out onto the turf a little earlier this afternoon. But Maidstone United, whole town and the division, be proud of our efforts. Only 4 sides from the 7th tier made it to the first round, Stones being one of them. What will they do in the Cup next season? Where will they end up going? Will it be as magical as this day out at Plymouth? We do hope so. Loud cheers from down on the halfway line being given to everybody down there in the squad. Fantastic unity and effort from them this afternoon. The final score here, Plymouth Argyle 7, Maidstone United 0. We will be back for the next men's game on Stones Live on the 1st of November, All Saints Day, against the Angels. Fred Atkins and Nigel Seagate will be on air with you for that one. And I, of course, will be at the Gallagher 7 days from now against Betts Hanger in the league on Stones TV. We will hope to bring you coverage on Stones Live of future women's games as and when the away facilities allow, because not many of our opponents at this level have the facilities like an 18,000 seat stadium. But it's these sorts of days that Maidstone will hope in years to come could be a fairly regular occurrence. And as I've said in my articles online this week, it's a journey that they've enjoyed taking. It's a journey that we are all going to enjoy taking with them. For myself, Sean Skirt, an absolute pleasure and privilege to follow these women up and down and alongside the country this afternoon. Thank you for being with us on Stones Live this afternoon. Final score, Plymouth 7, Maidstone 0. As always from me and all of them down there as they get their group photo being taken by OJ down there. Thank you very much for your company again. And as always, come on you Stones!